think many people want to write their life history. I think most people have thought about it at one time or another. But it's easy to procrastinate and vacillate and delay because of competition for time and wondering if it's of interest. But I can tell you that it's the most worthwhile project for yourself and for your readers and your progeny. I can't emphasize enough the value what it's meant to my family. And I think it might be of importance someday to my great-grandchildren. I have 2 great-grandchildren now. One of them is a month old, and one of them is a year old. But hopefully someday I'll have a great many more, and 20 years from now, those kids might be reading that book. I think they will.
I think we have an obligation to share our life with our family. For me, my family is the most important thing that I have, and I want them to know who I was and what made me tick and what excited me, what was difficult for me, and hopefully they would be able to learn from that and make a connection even when I'm not here.
I think one of the sad things in life is that we don't get enough stories of our parents and how they were as children, what they were like growing up. As your parents get older and older, they stop telling you those stories. The value of having all of that information is priceless. It's those stories that I can tell my kids about my parents, and I think I get to know my parents better by hearing their stories from their youth where I wasn't there to experience it. I think having all of those histories in one book is it ties up everything that your children need to know about you.
You know, your life story can be an excellent teaching tool for your children and grandchildren and for generations to come. As you share your life's lessons, they can sometimes learn lessons easier than having to experience anything that would be difficult for themselves. It's nice to learn from others. And they have just embraced these volumes with all their hearts and seem to cherish them, which is what we had hoped for.
We just buried the oldest sibling of my husband's family just 2 weeks ago. And now we have her on video sharing her memories. We have pictures of her growing up. It's a wonderful thing to have once someone is gone and you can go back and remember, especially hearing them speak. That's wonderful.
Pictures are invaluable in a life story. Pictures transmit a lot of information very quickly. I don't know if I'm just like everybody else, but whenever I pick up a book, the first thing I do is I flip through and look at the pictures. Every time. I don't think I've ever seen a history book that I ever thought, oh, there's too many pictures in that. I don't think you can put too many pictures in a history book.